Hey guys, welcome back to Wisconsin Terminal Railroad once again. This is the very last time I'm restarting this. You know, I kind of get into this thing where I really want to do it, but I don't like how I'm doing it. It's kind of weird, you know? Like, I don't want to give up and just stop doing this because I've always wanted to make this route, but because I've always wanted to make this route, I want to make it perfect. And a lot of times, that's why I can't make prototype routes, because I need it to be absolutely perfect. And if I can't find one single building that looks 90% like the building that I'm actually trying to base it off of, I won't put it in and I'll just stop doing the route. I'm like that. So right now we're basing this off the town. I'm cool with that. I can base it off towns, but I can't make an actual town. And I'm basing this part of the town. I'm going too far, first of all. This is the town of Bennett, Wisconsin. It's the southernmost portion of the Wisconsin Terminal, where the Wisconsin Terminal interchanges with the Union Pacific. And I'll try and look up what I called that. But it's the southernmost portion of the line, and it's based off Horicon, Wisconsin. So, this might take a while to look this up. So yeah, based off Horicon, Wisconsin, and it interchanges with the Union Pacific Redtail branch, is what it is. So, Horicon, it's kind of a small town right on the Rock River, and so I kind of like how that sets up the town. And to get more into this video on what we're actually doing, I'm kind of making I don't know if it's new. I've always tried doing it, but I really didn't stick to it. I just built until how long I wanted to. But what I'm going to try and do is that I'm going to take the first part of any video to lay down the base. I'll call it the base of each town. Like the track, the roads, and then stuff like that, the terrain. And then I'll take a second video to detail the close parts of the track, like maybe a block, or like more than a block, but the parts of the track that you'd actually really be looking at when you're driving a train through here. So I have that laid out now. It's probably like, I wouldn't know how far it is in each direction, but it's not too small that the video would be like 5 minutes long, because I'm just detailing like 5 feet in each direction of each track. But it's not so big that I'm having 40-minute videos that only get it halfway done, you know? So I work the close parts of the track, part that you'd super detail and that you'd be looking at, and then off camera I'll go back, I'll set up all of the crossings, I'll do all of the background elements, and then we'll continue on to the next town. So that's what I'm going to try and do. That's what I've tried to do, but I really didn't stick to it. But I'm going to stick to it this time, because I don't think you guys want to watch 20-minute videos of copying and pasting houses, because that's what the background of this is. It's just a lot of houses. And so I did that off camera, just taking a block and pasting it here, and then making a new block because they're a bit different sizes, copying and pasting all of those that fit, doing the roads that didn't stick. So yeah, that's what I'd be doing, and that's what I'm gonna stick to. Right now we're building Bennett Yard. Another thing is that I switched out the track. I'm using the jointed rail high detail track here, but I switched it out for the JRNS track. That looks a bit better for what I'm doing. But we were just building Bennett Yard back there, and what I'm thinking, the Union Pacific interchange trains, there are only 4 cars or so, and so we kind of have an engine facility that only 1 or 2 tracks are used. We have the yard, and the only tracks that are used in the yard are the main line, and then the line directly to the left of it, if you're looking north to the left of it. And then the track on the right of it, the lone track on the right of it, might be used for like maintenance of waste storage. And then the other two tracks are just empty, you know, because this isn't really too busy of a line. What Trainz will do, what I'm thinking is that the Wisconsin terminal, it has 3 road engines that it uses on its trains, because sometimes they can get pretty long, and so they have a GP38-2, 2 of them, and then a GP40-2. And usually what they'll do is they'll drop one of those engines when they come into Bennett, because you don't really need it and the yard's so small. So that's just going to show that this is a pretty small yard and not very significant other than the 4 cars that the Union Pacific brings in. So that's why most of the tracks are kind of rusty and they're not all used. Right here we're building the river that I was talking about a little bit ago, and yeah, another thing is that because I'm that perfect kind of, like, the person who needs to be perfect, the crossings bother me, because in Horicon it's a pretty busy Wisconsin Southern line, like 2 lines come in and converge in Horicon, and so Horicon, they have gates and bells throughout town, in the town limits, and so that's what I did here. But I just feel like in the Wisconsin terminal, anything that really ever goes this far, because the Wisconsin terminal owns track all the way up to the river bridge, or to the bridge, and then it's Union Pacific because the Wisconsin terminal has those 2 tracks on each side of the track leading up to the river for car storage, and that's not really used. As I said, it's just car storage. So the only thing that ever goes down that line on regularly is the Union Pacific, and that's 2 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And so I don't like the idea of having bells, or lights and bells, sorry, but I'm that kind of person that, because what I'm basing it off of has it, I need it in as well. So I know this sounds really stupid, but if you guys think I should leave that in or not? If you guys don't think so, I'll take it out, because I'm right on that line where I don't know what to do anymore. But isn't that Trainz, honestly? So yeah, right now we're laying out the town. That was the residential area over there that I do off camera, and then we're making the other side of the town over here, and this is where that's still all houses that over here, but they're more spread out. Down here they're more broken down, like maybe a poorer part of town right on the tracks, because it's right next to the downtown, and there's all these industries like behind a few of those houses. There's a scrapyard, so I mean that just goes to show that it's not too great of an area. I also don't know what to do with that space in between the engine shops or the engine tracks in the yard. Just because going back to in Horicon, they have a bunch of like engine and car shops, because the line splits where the engine tracks are. That line in real life, it just keeps going for a long time, but I just stop it because I don't have a need to do that. Maybe I'll add something like maybe back in the Chicago Northwestern days, because that's where I'm thinking this line used to be. maybe it continued, so I might have just like a trail or something, or an old roadbed that continues that way. But because there's actually tracks that go that way, and it's a pretty busy place. In Horicon they have a bunch of car shops and engine shops right in the middle between the yard, and they have like a couple Ys and stuff. And so obviously I don't have that, and I don't know what to put in the yard because I don't want to put a big thing of storage, because that's what I tried last time I started here, and it just looked really stupid. And I don't want to put trees, because it just feels weird to have trees right in the middle of the yard, like a whole forest. And obviously just grass wouldn't work. So I don't know what to put there. I might figure it out as I go. Maybe something will come to me. I might do it off camera if I really can't think of anything during the video. But for now I don't know what to put in that area right there that you just saw. I don't really think I have anything else to say. This is all gonna speak for itself, so I hope you guys enjoy the last minute or so of this time lapse, and I will see you later.